Well, howdy doody. Come on, you guys ready to get out of here? Let's get out into the Thursday morning weather. And the barking starts on the Ice Age TV or the Puppy Age TV. Hey, good Thursday morning there to anybody that watches my channel on a regular basis. I hope you're having a blessed Thursday morning. I am, because I woke up yet another day, and sadly, for so many, they're not going to wake up today because they died in a plane crash and helicopter crash. Condolences, all those families and friends that are having to go through those hardships in life right now. It's just terrible. So, I don't know the whole 9 yards, but here we are. Dogs want to go up to the front line, which is a problem. Let's go see your brother and sisters. Come on, let's go. And I forgot to get my barn door opener. Come on, pups. They got me distracted here. See, it distracted all these dogs. And so now, where do I put my coffee so it doesn't... Come on, pups, go. The wife is already gone. Her leaving early this morning, but it's always the task, right? It's never any task in life as I fall off my trailer. These steps... Oh, I dropped my gate up my barn over. These steps are massive. Hey, this is not... If you're an older person, you're not going to live in this trailer like I do. If you're a heavy, big person, you're not going to be able to live in this trailer. I'm sorry. It's too small. You'll not be able to fit in the shower. You'll have a hell of a time getting in out of the bed, because the way the beds are set up in these things, you have these pullouts. So it isn't like you can just roll out of the bed. Come on, no, let's go. Come on. This way. Come on, let's go. It's not like you can just roll out of the bed. You have to crawl out of the bed. All right, here we go. Let's get across the way. I think the kid let the other big dogs out earlier. And as you can see, the warmer weather is here. So that means what? That means that all the snow is melting. And we really are in warm weather. So kind of the winter is over here for us per se. But it's typical DC area. It never has a very long, harsh winter. Which, that's in many ways... why I think a lot of people stay up here and live here is because they know typically this area is only about a month of hardships. And if you lived in a development, in a community that you're older, they take care of all the shoveling and protecting all the sidewalks and everything else. And if you're older, it kind of works for you. Or you just order things in like everything else. So here we come to the puppies are on the house, and got to get inside, get them all rounded up. And then I got to take care of things, and I'll have to get back to you here on... Hey, you're screwing all up, dude. Don't do that. Man, these dogs are just driving you nuts sometimes. Get in. Get back. Yeah, here they all are. The noise is going to begin in the ratty old house. Okay, you ready, puppies? Let's go. Come on, Chip. Let's go. Make sure you got everybody. No, Chip, get out. Let's see. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. We got all 8 out here. Yeah, you gotta make... If you don't count them right now, they all disappear. Come on, pups. Let's just keep on walking. Keep on getting over to the barn so we can get you guys in the barn to eat. Lock you down. The daughter let the other dogs out earlier. And I don't have to worry about falling my ass, because I did fall down one time, which isn't too bad, considering as you get progressed in this world. There's ATVs riding those things a lot. Rode across the pond yesterday just to kind of feel out. These dogs are crazy. They run about a third of the way out, and it's not comforting. But then they run back in. But I drove the four-wheelers on kind of the edges, a little bit in, not real radical. And with me being on that four-wheeler, that's a good 800 pounds. Come on, Pops, let's go. Come on. Hey, Prince, Gypsy, looky here. Treats. Treats. Prince. They've been with each other all night long. Let's go. Come on, let's get our new morning breakfast. Yesterday, I reached out to Charles out there. And come on, let's go. Hey, Prince, Gypsy, let's go. Treats. Come on, baby. Julia claims that Prince has always had that front left leg that he carries. I can't keep track of all this stuff. All right. I haven't even had my cup of coffee yet. So come on, Pops. But I went out yesterday and bought at Costco more dog food. And come on, Pops. And no, say, come on, so, come on, let's get over here. Come on, Will, Tango. Come on, puppies. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Get up there. Come on, Prince, Gypsy. And Gypsy's the troublemaker, but I got food even cheaper, so you can get this. I changed over from the turkey sweet potato to the meat, the beef and sweet potato. This is like $4 cheaper. So it's not like $31 for a bag of food. And nope, you stay there. No, you gotta stay there. No. And the birds are coming back. The birds are already coming back. No, leave it alone. And so, no, get out of there. Yeah, come on. See, look at he did. Get out of there. Come on. Let's go get food, dude. Come on, let's go. Get out of there. Come on. Let's go over here. Come on. So anyways, I was just giving a heads up to one of my subscribers on how you can save even more money buying a bag of food, because you have all these dogs, it gets very expensive. So here you go. These guys are already chowing down. Come on, over here. Come on. Over here. Do that there. I better get this whole... If I don't take this thing out of my pocket, it'll automatically open the barn doors as you bend down. All right, they're all wanting it. So let's see, do they like it? Yesterday I had mixed feelings if they did like it or not. And if they just chow it down. Stop it. Rebel. Hey in the ass. Hey, man. You dogs. All of you. Yeah, all of you. Just wear daddy out some days. That's one thing. I'll tell you what, man. All these dogs, there ain't no time to be sitting around twiddling your thumbs. Whoa. This chair's way out. It just isn't any time because you're constantly babysitting these dogs. So it keeps you very active. That's what I told my wife. I said, we lost Kiefer. I said, one thing I noticed instantly, which wasn't a very long time, but I wasn't as active. Because Kiefer, in so many ways, forced me to be active. Because it was always him putting the ball in front of you to want to go chase the ball. So for me, I've always thought to myself, having dogs, that's one thing you'll notice with older people. That's what I see in these planned communities, retirement communities. You see a lot of people walking their dogs. Well, why? Because it gets them to get outside and walk their dog. It gets them to go do something. That's the biggest challenge that you have as you get older. When you hit your 60s, I'm 61 going on 62, and one of my subscribers clarified that Lawrence, Daniel Lawrence Whitney is an Aquarius. He's not a Pisces. My mom's an Aquarius because she's February 5th, but he's February 17th. So he was just throwing a heads up that he's February 17th, and that I was mistaken on that cutoff line. I believe in the signs. I like the signs. I really think that when you were born, the energy, the axis of the earth, the moon, the stars, whatever you want to go, the galaxy. I truly believe in signs. I truly believe when you come to this world, whatever month you were born, those typical kind of personalities and traits kind of play out on who you are. And it just seems like the Leos are very strong-headed. I mean, I can go through the list, but I'm not going to do that. But, here we are. And once again, condolences and prayers and thoughts are all those are involved in that plane crash right here in my backyard, Ronald Reagan Airport, and how a Black Hawk helicopter that's, who really knows? I tried to read up-to-date stuff this morning, but I still didn't really get everything. So since I've gotten up this morning to get dressed, which when you're up here in the environment, you're 2 or 3 layers deep. It takes forever to get dressed. If compared to being in Florida, you just jump out of bed, throw on your underwear and throw on shorts and put on your sandals and throw on a t-shirt and you're out the door. It doesn't work that way up here, man. It takes you a long time. As you get older in life, you sometimes want to be able to dress myself, having to put all this gear on and the heavy, oh my gosh. So that whole point is, I haven't seen the latest news update with Sean Duffy, a former Fox News media personality that is now the Department of Transportation, that took Pete Buttigieg, or whatever his freaking name was, position, and then Pete Hegseth, now in charge of the Pentagon. Those two instantly have a job on their hands to figure out what the hell went wrong last night to kill those innocent civilians in that jet that apparently was mostly skating people, skating professionals. Like one couple was from probably back in like the 80s that won like championship skating as a duo. So sad that the plane was basically mostly skating personnel, young people, family, I guess, I don't know. And apparently he's going back to Wichita, Kansas, because out there, I think it's what they said. Is it Kansas? I think so. Maybe Arkansas. I can't remember. But one of the governors is already reaching out, or senators have reached out saying, sadly, people in my hometown are going to know a lot of those people because of the destination of that plane that he claims back in like 2023, he got American Airlines to kind of create that direct route back to his home or something. I don't know. Anyways, just the thoughts and prayers for those. That's very incredible, challenging times. Yeah, what is going on, right? It's watching Donald Trump and Elon Musk and seeing the senators downtown just jump all over Robert F. Kennedy on him being, the new Health and Human, whatever, director. And it just, wow, to watch these people just tarnish this guy and challenge this guy. Oh my gosh, it's just incredible. I mean, going through those hearings, you got to have thick blood, thick skin. And does he get it? I don't know. I'd have to say he's probably going to get passed over. He just has too much history and really too much hate. He has so much hate in his family. He has hate in his political party because the political party used to be, it was the Democratic Party. He switched to the Republican Party and in so many ways, to support Donald Trump. So the hate on Elizabeth Warren and Chuck Schumacher and all the other senators is just through the roof. They don't like this guy. And so once again, I don't think he'll get the job. But at the same time, I didn't think Pete Hegseth would get the job, but J.D. Vance broke that tie. But a lot of Republicans are kind of hesitant to support this guy as well. So it's not looking good for him. And that gets into really a lot of discussion of what's going on with his beliefs, ideas, views, and how he looks at what's going on in our country, which he feels like Big Pharma is abusing this country like never ever seen. And he feels like that these congressmen and senators are getting paid under the table to continue to create very high, expensive drugs. I mean, who knows? I have no idea. And that's the problem. It's just the misinformation more than ever in our lifetime where you hear people say stuff, but until you really read it and really do your own research, and even then it's very challenging to see if what you're hearing is factual. And it's so challenging. And I think what's classic is, I think today's topic, I think, will be named on the channel is the fine print. And it's incredible. So we realize or not, I got to get my coffee. I just need some coffee. So you can watch the dogs crap, piss, do whatever you want to do. Tear up my beds. So when do I get to, when do I drive the cars again, right? Yeah. I mean, when do we drive the Camaro Z28? When do we drive the Challenger? This weekend, well, tomorrow's rain. So in like the 40s. And then going into the weekend, it's really actually kind of cool. It's just going to be the 20s at night and 40s in the daytime. Next week's the 50s. So here's the thing. Have you ever heard of the Impoundment Act? Have you ever heard of the Impoundment Act? Well, if you haven't, I'm going to give you a lesson today. Hopefully my information is factual. It could be misleading, but you know what? It's just me trying to share information and ideas and views and thoughts. And if somebody knows something bigger and better than me, reach out and tell me. But some will say, well, you just won't listen. Well, okay, whatever. That's fine. But you don't listen either. So it goes both ways. Where's all my listeners? Where's after 5 years of close to 13,000 subscribers? Where are all my thousands and thousands of listeners? Where did they go to? Yeah, we know that answer. Or do we know that answer? And do people still get regular notices that are subscribed to my channel that I posted yet another 3, 4, 5 videos on a daily basis? Do they even get that? They get so sick of it, they unsubscribe. I don't know. Very interesting. For 13,000 subscribers, and I probably average about 200 viewers on the morning conversations on average. It bounces around from 150, 170, 200, 250. Sometimes we get a big one. But for the most part, I would just say it's an average of 200 viewers out of 13,000 roughly subscribers. I have 12,928 subscribers. It goes up, it goes down. People come, people go. But have you ever heard of the Impoundment Act? Yeah, the Impoundment Act. So Donald Trump, in so many ways, He's misled you. What? Yeah, in so many ways, Donald Trump is misleading you, everybody. Wow, Donald Trump. I'm calling out Donald Trump this morning. Yeah, I hate to break the bad news, but you know what? In some ways, you're being lied to by Donald Trump. What? No freaking way. Well, I wouldn't say he's directly lying to you, but he's not sharing the fine print. And that's what I think is classic. Who doesn't know the stories of the fine print? I to this day, still remember when I bought a Toyota FJ Cruiser in 2008 from Coons Tyson's Toyota here in Tyson's Corner, Virginia. Get out of there. You guys just all ate. And I just so remember me buying this really cool Trails Edition, limited, production FJ Cruiser. My good friend Joe still owns that. He bought it from me. He has like 350,000 miles on it. But it's gone through engine issues and transmission issues. And, he's had to rebuild that thing for the most part. So it isn't like Toyota goes forever, everybody. That's just a big lie. Their Toyota Tundra is better than your Ford F-150 and Chevy in today's world. Sorry, it ain't. In fact, Toyotas have engine problems, transmission problems. So that gig's over, man. So this isn't 1970 anymore. So anyways, whole point is I bought that Toyota FJ Cruiser, and I bought the windshield protection package, where the finance people always upsell you in the back end of the thing. Oh, you better get tire wheel protection, better get extended warranty, you better get the maintenance on it, you better get the windshield protection. So I was like, yeah, because that Toyota FJ Cruiser is like the Jeep Wrangler, where it has a very, the front windshield is very steep. It's not angled back like these cars. It's more like direct force, and the odds are you're going to get a windshield crack, or you're going to have something hit the windshield and probably break it sooner than most other cars because of the angle. So sure enough, here it is, like 2010, and I get a chip in the window. Nothing radical, but a little bit of a chip that starts to kind of spread. But this is the dead of winter months, like here. And so at first I'm like, do I call that in? I'm like, no, I'm not going to call it in, because you know what? I'll probably end up getting another one of these chips in my windshield, and then it's going to be I lost out because I've already used my, how many times do they cover replacement windshield? Or really the fine print is they don't replace the windshield, they just try to repair it. That's how they really changed the fine print. But back in the day, and when I bought that car in 2008, they were pitching, they replaced the whole windshield. Now, I know if you live in Florida, that's a whole different ballgame. If you live in Florida, you get a windshield replaced for free. Ha, ha, ha. Really? Have you looked at your insurance premium that's in Florida versus Virginia? Ha, yeah, you get a free windshield, all right. Hell no, you don't get a free windshield. The insurance out of Florida is like triple, quadruple the price of Virginia. You could buy windshields all year long. Man, I ain't getting freaking notices on my I hate these damn technology watches. Right now, it's just like beep, 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 beep. It's like somebody's texting me, emailing me, notifications. Does this stuff just drive you nuts? It does me. Why do you buy the crap, right? So here's the point. So I call, after the winter's done, I call this windshield replacement company, repair company, and the first thing the person asked me is, when did this little chip happen in your windshield? Oh, this is like April. I said, back in January. And the person instantly goes, oh, that's disqualified. I'm like, what? He goes, no, we will not replace that windshield. You missed the 30-day time frame to report that issue. Or it may even been a 7 or 10-day time frame. I can't remember. And I said, wait a second. I have a windshield now that has like 2 or 3 hits in it. And my position was, why in the winter months when I replace the windshield, when the odds are with all the rock and salt and the debris gets in the road, then I'm going to end up having to call you guys more than once to replace the windshield, possibly 2 or 3 times. First, I just wait it out, and we just do it once when the warmer months get here. Oh, no, that doesn't mean anything to me, sir. Nothing. That claim is void. We will not take care of your windshield because you just already told me that when this happened and you didn't follow the fine protocol that's written in that contract for us to, oh my God. Yeah. So from that day on, I was like, oh, okay. So every time I went to car dealership, guys started pitching the windshield thing. Like, oh, really? Really? Have you ever read the fine print on that thing the tire wheel package? Have you ever read the fine print, sir? The finance person's back there running their mouth. Oh, you have to have this. I'm like, you got to read the fine print on windshield. That's not a windshield replacement, no. So now the point of that is the Impoundment Act. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? This is why the likes of Chuck Schumer, Adam Schiff, Nancy Pelosi, Elizabeth Warren. Boy, is that lady just like, I mean, some of these people are just like, wow, who elects these people, man? Wow, it's just unbelievable. But these people are laughing their ass off. And they're laughing at you and me if you're a Donald Trump supporter. They are laughing their ass off. I mean, they really are. You're stupid. Which in some ways, I would say we're all stupid, but maybe we're more stupid than others. But here's the thing. The Impoundment Act is a written law in our government passed 50 years ago that protects the government from any new president or sitting president coming into power or sitting in power to change the way the government with the civilians, what they can and can't do. So the government, so at the end of the day, the Senate and Congress have to come to agreement on if they want to let Donald Trump release federal workers. If they want to write new law of how the civilians, or I should say the workers in the government, yes, and if you don't believe me, I'm going to show you something right now. My phone. Here, I'm gonna right now, I'll see all the crap that's coming through here. And here you go. So here you go. I thought me showing the whole world with everything about me. All right, can't get this damn. This is what happens all the time. When I'm going to do something for you guys, it always happens. So let's see here. The White House, this is Donald Trump, is considering challenging the constitutionality of a 50-year-old law limiting the president's control over federal spending, easing the firing of civil servants, curbing pay, and reining in independent agencies, according to a document seen by Bloomberg News. So there you go. According to Bloomberg News, right? So where's this going? You know, Mr. Bloomberg hates Donald Trump. The ideas detailed in slide presentation labeled confidential outline the ways President Donald Trump's administration could try to overhaul the federal bureaucracy and its workforce, though it's unclear whether the president has the legal authority to carry out the suggested actions. I'm having a hard time seeing this as my phone's getting... All right. A quarrel over the Impoundment Act is a top priority for the new Trump administration as it seeks to wrestle power of the force away from Congress and is prepared for a legal battle ahead, according to a person familiar with the matter. So do you understand that language? Basically, language, Donald Trump can't do shit. That's basic. So 50 years ago, the government passed this law so no guy, a radical guy like Donald Trump, was to come in and just start cleaning house. It isn't private business, Donald Trump. You're now dealing with the government. Hey, Elon Musk, you're now dealing with the government, man. Oh, my gosh. Is this breaking news? This is really like, whoa. So that's why you heard a judge put a stay on all his actions. That's why you hear now that Donald Trump is rescinding his actions. Yes. Not talking about the foreign aid. That isn't talking so much about foreign aid and other government, I guess, say, operations that hand out money, which that isn't so much that language. But this language of Mr. Elon Musk coming in and just treating everybody like he did at Twitter and tell them bye-bye. And that's why these senators are telling people on social media, disregard this stupid-ass email from Donald Trump giving you a time frame to say if you're working or you're not working. And yeah, this is real stuff. So for me as an individual, it's the fine print, everybody. So for Donald Trump running on his platform, telling everybody what he's going to do, and don't get me wrong, I'm not here to say Donald Trump isn't the guy to have in our presidency, but I'm saying at the same time, here's a guy that's been running his mouth about what he's going to do, but the reality is when it comes to the end of the day, no, it's what Congress is going to do. So how's the swamp going to play out for Mr. Trump? Oh my gosh, it's incredible. Isn't it incredible the times we live in and what we're witnessing? And so who knows? I mean, for me, it'd be very not nice for me to call people on social media claiming government people don't work, don't do. I mean, I don't know. But here's what Donald Trump has said. He is now wanting to investigate if all these remote workers are actually working two jobs. Hello. No, Mr. President, you need to evaluate how many people smoke dope all day and are stoned off their ass most of the day. That's the real story, everybody. I talked about that in the time of my video a few years back about how this society is the biggest pothead society ever. And you can say, why? Well, because what is in every ingredient you can buy now? Cannabis? I mean, come on, they make cannabis drinks. There's cannabis, the hemp, and dog food now, treats or whatever. I mean, come on. The smoking pot is the biggest thing in the world. And so, you know as well as I do, a person smoke pot, it isn't like you smell alcohol in their breath. And if you're not really cognizant of who the person is, but now when the person's on the other side of a computer, how the hell do you know what they're really doing? And that's what I think with these social media on X. I think half these people that publish stuff half the day are stoned off their ass because they run their mouth like they could never be touched and nobody ever show up at their house to beat the crap out of them. I'll be amazed at social media, what it does to people, how it drives you nuts. All right, that's it. I'm keeping it short. I can talk all day. I'm not going to do it. I got to go to work. And I just saw the Impoundment Act, impoundment. It's called the impoundment. I call it the impoundment. But the Impoundment Act is just that. It's, okay, go pound, you know, what's the saying? Go pound sand. When a lawyer tells you to go do something, you want to tell somebody, go pound sand. So in the Impoundment Act, and this can be a 3 to 5 year type of, you know, challenge. This could be drug out for years. Now, as far as the government employees being called back into work, I'm not so sure that the Impoundment Act is going to protect them from that. But I think as far as Donald Trump wanting to thin out the whole herd, I think that's going to be more challenging. But what's really interesting is, for the record, Bill Clinton in his term of presidency, he actually wanted to enact a 3-year program to eliminate 275,000 federal employees. So Bill Clinton actually had this kind of same idea back in the 90s, and he tried to bring that to the table. But yet here we know today that between Joe Biden taking his presidency and President times, the federal government's bureaucracy of people working has grown by 7%. We're at over 2 million people, 2.4 million people. So very interesting. And that's it. I'm done. And once again, hearts and prayers for all the families involved in that horrific crash last night. Be interesting to see what really played out. And wow. And as Mr. Trump keeps on going and trying to bring other things and ideas to this country to try to make it a bigger and better country. And I was kind of disappointed that Jerome Powell didn't move the interest rate. I'm very disappointed. He just is now stuck. He's just not budging on the rate of going down anymore, which is just like, well, why wouldn't you drop the rate? What's their fear? I mean, come on. Didn't raising the rates get the inflation down, Mr. Powell? Didn't Jerome Powell? Didn't jacking the rates, the interest rates through the roof, where everybody paid a bloody fortune to use money? Didn't that calm down the inflation? Whoa, it didn't do that. Oh my gosh. So now you're scared that the inflation's going to go up higher if you lower the rate? I mean, come on, how stupid are you? All right, that's it. God bless. Have a great day.